Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start new chapter, physical and chemical changes. This is part 1. In previous lecture we have discussed about the matter, states of matter, and also we have discussed the characteristics of the matter. In this lecture we will talk about the changes. What are changes? Let's get started. Physical and chemical change, the name of this chapter. First one will talk about changes. We observe changes around us occurring in environment. Yes, my dear students, you can see around you changes are happening continuously. Growing of your body, growth of plant, changing weather, changing season, changing time. All these are the example of changes. Changes are important feature of nature. Yes, my dear student, changes are the important feature because by the changes new species will be formed and there will be the interdependence between the all living organism on one another. Common natural changes are day and night, climate change, season change, plant tree growth. These are the examples of common changes which are happening in our surrounding and day-to-day life. Man-made changes such as cooking, freezing water to ice cube in refrigerator, altering shape, size, color of substances. These are man-made changes. You can see in images, these are the example of changes: combustion, ripening of food, melting, evaporation, digestion, boiling, rusting. These are the examples of changes which are happening in our daily life. Classification of changes. First one is that natural and man-made changes, slow and fast changes, reversible and irreversible changes, periodic and non-periodic changes, desirable and undesirable changes, and last one is that physical and chemical changes. And in detail we will talk about every changes, and at the last we will talk about the physical and chemical change with many examples in next lecture. So, first we will talk about natural and man-made change. So, what are the man-made change? The change brought by the activity of man are called man-made changes. Example: cooking food, burning wood, paper. All these are the examples of man-made changes. You can see in image: burning of wood, cooking food. These are the example of man-made change. And what are the natural changes? Natural changes are the change which happen mainly due to the natural factor, with human having no control over it. Means we cannot control the natural change. Some of the examples of natural changes are volcanoes, landsliding, changing the day and night, revolution of earth. We cannot change it. We do not have control over these changes, therefore these are called natural changes. Now, slow and fast changes. Slow changes that takes a long time, like hour, day, month or year to occur, are called slow changes. You can see that growth of plant, rusting of iron, these are the slow changes. It takes time, year, month, days, and the fast changes that takes place in short period of time to occur are called fast changes. Reversible change, any change which can be reversed or temporary conversion are known as a reversible change. Means no new substances are formed, we can get it back. That is called reversible changes. Like a melting of ice, after melting we get the water, and again on cooling we get the ice. Means this is the example of reversible change. Process such as melting, boiling, evaporation, freezing, condensation, dissolution are the reversible changes. And what is the irreversible changes? Irreversible changes are permanent change. Reactant react to form an entirely new compound are called irreversible change, and it cannot be reversed. Suppose making of curd. After making curd, you cannot get the milk back. Means this is example of irreversible changes. Again, we will talk about the burning of paper. After the burning of paper, you will get the ash and carbon dioxide, and suppose you want to get the paper back, you cannot get it back, because it is example of irreversible changes. Now, you can see the examples are given here in image. These are the example of irreversible changes, my dear students. Again, periodic and non-periodic, and it is very clear from the name. What is a periodic? The changes which happen with the time. The event that happen which repeat themselves after the fixed period of time are called and can be predicted are called periodic change. Example: rotation of earth, revolution of earth, day and night, season change. These are the example of periodic change, because it happens with the fixed interval of time. Now, next, non-periodic changes. The event that do not repeat themselves after the regular interval of time are called non-periodic changes, like growth of your body. It is not the periodic. It is called non-periodic changes, And now you can see that natural disaster like earthquake, cyclone, it does not have a fixed time, and it can occur anytime. This is the example of non-periodic changes. Burning of paper, it does not have fixed interval of time. It is also example of non-periodic changes. Again, now next one is that, and last one, it is very important for you, chemical and physical change. What is a physical? The physical means only shape, size, color will change, but the chemical means when two and more substances combine to form new substance, that is called chemical change. You can see the differences are given here. New substances. In the case of physical, no new substances are formed. And in the case of chemical, new substances are formed. Example, making of curd. Nature of change, it is a temporary. Physical change is a temporary, but it is a permanent. Reversibility, it is reversible by simple physical process, and it is a irreversible. You can see it is a irreversible. Physical and chemical properties, only physical properties are changed, means shape, size, appearance will change. But in the case of chemical change, entire property will change, means new substances will be formed. And now new amount of energy, that form of heat. So here in the case of physical change, very little amount of energy is absorbed or given out, means it can have endothermic and exothermic. You can say that in the case of chemical change, but in the case of physical change, very slightly and little bit energy will be absorbed or released out. But in the case of chemical change, a large amount of energy is absorbed or given out, and in this case we can say that there are two kind of changes, exothermic and endothermic, and about the endothermic and exothermic changes we will talk about in next lecture. That is very important for us. So my dear students, please note down all these topics. These are very important for your exam. What are the changes and example of changes? It is definitely it will be asked in your examination. Till then, have a nice day and be safe, stay at home, don't go here and there. Thank you.